Hello and welcome back to Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. I hope I find you well. A little bit of an update because I've been away for 4 nights, or we've been away with the family for 4 nights. We took Diep's sister and Chai and the 2 kids came down with us as well, but a little bit about that later on. This is the bottom end of our farm. As I mentioned to you maybe before in one of the videos, that we believe that someone had actually pinched all the topsoil from the lower end of our land, and the grass that you can see here wouldn't grow on it because when the rainy season comes, all the water from everybody else's land just used to fill it up, and it used to just be a bog really. So 1,250 trucks of soil later, it's now on the same level, so this grass here will hopefully go right to the end, to the bottom there. That's our pump, by the way, where our water comes from, and the little lake on the right there is like a little fish pond. Anyway, so that's been going on, but also this project, Auntie has gone and bought Uncle with the cancer land, and she's decided that she's going to build a house on it, and the guys, Diep and a brother and a couple of employees, have built a fence all the way around it and built a road and this big lake. You remember the guy came in and said there was water there, and then we got the big digger in, and then the big digger emptied out all the soil. I don't know where that particular soil went. I think it's still on that land there. I think they're just levelling it all off. But the middle bit goes down 15 metres, so when that's completely full, that's going to be very, very deep indeed. This little chap fell out of a tree. I was on one of my dog walks early in the morning, and he was just sitting there. I went back the next day and he weren't there, so I don't know what happened to him. I got stung by a bee. They're quite big here in Thailand. And it ended up with a big blister, and it burst and just basically took all the skin away. Anyway, 4 days away in Jomtien. This is on the way into when I was going to go and do my 90-day report. You go on a BART bus. You pay 10 baht per person to go on a BART bus, and they're literally everywhere. You just basically, wave at them, and they just pull over, and that's what they look like, just like that. And we travelled most of the time on the BART bus. Jomtien is a beautiful place. It's a little bit quieter, a little bit out of the way than Pattaya, and we spent most of our evenings sitting on the beach watching the sunset, though I did go and have some English food. On the second to last day, we splashed out in a big way. We hired a speedboat. That's Diep's sister, by the way. And we went off to Koh Lon. I think that's how you pronounce it. The first stop was a bit of diving. A new experience for me. I've never done anything like this, and a new experience for all of us, really, because, as I say, the kids hadn't actually seen the sea since they were 2, and now they're 13 and 12, I think. So, for them to go and do all this was a real big adventure. My boobies look bigger than normal because the helmet or the breathing apparatus was pushing down on them and made them look big. Anyway, we were back on the speedboat again after the diving, and told we were going to go to a deserted beach. Well, it was deserted apart from all these other people. Every other speedboat comes in here and drops people off. But the facilities were good. There were showers there. You would get drinks and stuff. And we spent the day on the beach. When we told the guy we were going back, I think he was, I don't know, but it was definitely a speedboat ride home. The next morning we all up early, and it was a 7-hour drive back to the farm. But the ladies wanted to pull into this particular temple. It's somewhere where all travellers go, and they wanted to go and put some gold. All them statues there are covered in gold, and you buy some gold leaf and put it on the statue. Anyway, it wasn't long before we were back home and back to work. And this is the platform that you can see here that we were building. It will be going into the lake probably by about probably about 8 meters, I think, into the lake. As I mentioned to you, it's a beautiful colour. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's not green and it's not blue, but this is the platform now. The actual wood flooring that has got to was very heavy. We're now a little bit concerned because it does go into the water quite a long way, about the weight of it. Anyway, this is why it's being built. You can spend an evening watching the sunset, but again, there's still lots of work to be done. This is something that Diep's come up with. It's a sprinkler system, which is basically easier. That you put the sprinkler system in first, and the pump coming out of the water is powerful enough to actually get quite a width on that. Anyway, they once they put the sprinkler system in, they will then put the plants in. But this is what it looks like. It's that's the platform at night, and that's basically the colour of the water. It's beautiful. Anyway, that's Thailand at its best. But there's also the other side of Thailand, which is beautiful ladies and great music. I hope you enjoy this particular video and enjoy the view from Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. I'll leave you with a bit of music. We'll put it that way. Alright, I'll catch you soon, people. Bye. โอ้โหบางอ่อนพี่สุดอาวรณ์เพราะกลัวควันอ่อนไม่สบายเจ้าอย่าวาดคิดกังวลยังรักหน้ามนต์